Well, since its inception in 2011, the Carling Black Label Cup has remained the only match in the world that empowers football fans to take control of the game and their favorite football clubs in Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. Due to the restrictions imposed by the global COVID-19 outbreak, stadiums have been closed off to fans and all remaining football matches were played behind closed doors. Now, in close partnership with Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates and stadium management, Carling Black Label is set to create a 90-minute spectacle that will forever transform the way fans see football. The innovative Cup of Ages match will see Amakhosi and The Buccaneers go head-to-head with the greatest players, goals and moments from the past 8 Carling Black Label Cup matches. Tonight we have former Pirates striker Phumudzo Manenzhe and former Chiefs midfielder Josta Dlala to talk about this event. Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to Sports on Full View.
Good evening.
Josta, I wanted to start with you. How is this event going to unfold and how are fans going to be able to participate?
I mean, we all know that the Carling Black Label Cup of Ages, it's about the fans. And this is one cup that actually gave the fans a voice out there to select the team and to select whoever they want to see on the field. But I mean, they just flipped the script because of this COVID-19 case that's happening. Like now they wanted to create something just to keep the people's mind going and knowing that the cup is still going to be there next season. I mean, like mixing up the last 8 years of Carling Black Label and like just creating one big game is going to be a great spectacle to watch on the 3rd of October.
All right. Yeah. So, Phumudzo, this is not going to be a highlights package. This is really going to be something innovative, where we can expect maybe to see a Thembi Nkosi Lorch and a Benny McCarthy Go Fest recipe of sorts.
The greatest game to ever be replayed. Great innovation. You know that Carling Black Label is always ahead of time in terms of the innovations they come with. They always give the power to the supporters, and in this instance we are going to create a 90 minutes package of the best moments in the game. I'm talking about, you're going to see on your screen, for example, you're going to see a Senzo Meiwa putting the ball for a goal kick, but you know that Senzo never played with a Maela. You're going to see Senzo playing the ball wide to the left, but the person receiving would be Maela. Maela will play a long ball forward. You'll see that Benny McCarthy has the ball down. People have been dreaming of their dream combos. I'm talking about a combo between a Benny McCarthy, a Gabadino Mango, who is the currently top goal scorer in the PSL, playing with Benny McCarthy. What a team. You're talking about an Opa Manyisa that you can see playing along with a Thembi Nkosi Lorch. That's the excitement that Carling Black Label is going to be coming with. That's a great innovation into this game.
All right, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. I want us to talk about a bit of the signings in terms of Kaizer Chiefs, their new acquisition and the technical staff. What do you make of Gavin Hunt coming in and his 2 assistants, Dylan Shepherd and Arthur Zwane? What kind of reinforcement are they going to be bringing to the team?
I mean, after a disappointing season, I mean, the management had to do something to kind of give the fans hope after what happened. I mean, Gavin Hunt, we all know that he's a heavyweight, one of the best coaches the country has ever had. I mean, he's won the league with 2 different teams, Vets and Supersport. I mean, we don't know what happened in what you call the headquarters of Kaizer Chiefs, why they decided to get him. But I think, for me, just having him there, they want to start winning stuff. They want to start winning trophies at Village. And having Gavin Hunt, I think, it's just bringing hope to the fans and saying that, at least we'll bring somebody that has done it before, and let's see if he can bring it, make it happen for us. But it depends also, from the players, they want to understand why the philosophy that is coming up with. I mean, you can be the best coach, but if the players don't react and they don't listen to whatever that you're saying, it's not going to work out.
So true, so true. And Phumudzo, I mean, these are tough economic times, but we've seen Pirates get the acquisitions of Bafana captain Thulani Hlatshwayo. What do you make of these latest signings?
Maybe before I go to your question,
okay.
I just want to have something for our champion fans who are the Carling Black Label fans, that there's an opportunity to win 50,000 rand. They just need to vote for their player of ages. You don't have to select the right player. But if you vote, you stand a chance to win 50,000 rand from the Pirate supporters, and you stand a chance to win 50,000 rands from the Kaizer Chiefs side of supporters. So just choose a player that you think in the last 8 years has been that dream player or a fantastic player for you from the two different clubs. So if you vote, then we know that you stand a chance. But coming back to your question, I think bringing in the Bafana captain in Thulani Hlatshwayo, everybody is talking about this huge signing. Everybody wants to have the captain of the national team in their team. But the question is, Hlatshwayo being very versatile, he can play at right back and can also play at centre back. What do you do to the pairing of Happy Jele and also Nyawuza that has worked quite well this season for Orlando Pirates? What do you do? Do you take a Nyawuza who is originally a right back, you take him back to right back? Or do you play Thulani Hlatshwayo at right back? Thulani Hlatshwayo brings a lot of qualities into this Orlando Pirates team. He's a good man marker. He's good aerially, offensively and defensively, and you cannot question his leadership qualities. That's why he's the captain of Bafana.
All right. And I just want us to also unpack a little bit on Athazwana, because he's been brought in for really the development of the youth squad. So just to unpack that a little more.
I mean, we've seen a lot of youngsters coming up from the Kaizer Chiefs junior side. It's been Athazwana who's been leading that process and taking him and trying to bring him as one of the assistant coaches, or with Dylan Shepard, who comes with Gavin Hart from Vets. I mean, it's really interesting to see how it's going to happen. It just shows you that obviously now, because of the clause that they had with FIFA that they can't sign a lot of players, that kind of put them in a space where they can go and look for players, but they have to use the players that they have. So we'd like to see the youngsters coming up. It's also good to see those youngsters coming up, but you really need to be really good. Kaizer Chiefs is not a small team. As a youngster, we all know as much as you can be good, you need that leadership as well as senior players that are going to carry you and show you what to do in the field.
All right, and just before we wrap it up, I want you to just at least remind the fans on the tool that they need to use for the voting, because we were going to get to that part, how they can interact and of course win those prizes for themselves.
There's an opportunity for them to also choose their best 11 that they have seen playing for Orlando Pirates and also Kaizer Chiefs. So that is the other great opportunity that they can have. But in this replay that is going to happen, we know that my brother over here, he's got 2 penalties against Orlando Pirates in the Carling Black Label Cup.
Yes.
But one thing that we've been talking about in the brainstorm is you are going to see one of his penalties maybe saved. We don't know. Anything can happen. So that's why you have to tune in on the 3rd of October. But I'm praying to God that can they save his penalties, please, so that we can all rest, because he's always talking about those penalties.
It can only be a dream. It's not going to happen. May his soul rest in peace. I wish he was here to protect himself and defend himself. But I mean, it's one of those great memories that I always cherish, But yeah, it's one of those.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so we won't be going into relegation time. It's going to be full 90 minutes.
It's going to be full 90 minutes, a possibility of penalties. That's why you have to tune to SABC 1, SABC Sport on the 3rd of October, because we gave our opinions. Josta and I gave our opinions to say we need this moment to be there. There's moments like Benny McCarthy scoring in the last minute in 2012. Yeah. There's the last goal of the Carling Black Label Cup with Thembinkosi Lodge scoring that goal. We have asked the authorities above to say, those moments, can we change it or can we not change it? So that's why you have to tune in on SABC to see this Cup of Ages.
SABC 1, yeah? SABC 1, 3 o'clock on the 3rd of October. Everybody must tune on. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's going to be crazy. I mean, all those clips, we don't know who's going to be there. You're going to see Josta. Unfortunately, my brother, he's going to be a commentator there. You might hear him, shouting on the other side, but, it's going to be one of those interesting things. I'm going to be tuned in, so I wish everybody's going to has to, be in front of that TV and watching this game.
No, definitely. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us in studio. I'm also feeling very amped up about it. We had Josta Dlala and, of course, Phumudzo Manenzhe just sharing a bit on the event that is upcoming, the Carling Black Label Cup. It's got a different twist. It's going to be innovative, and you need to make sure that you do tune in. Well, that's it from the sports desk for this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Your weather update is up next.